Hi, this is David McCann for WebTNG. In this video, I'm looking at a new feature of admin site enhancements. The new feature is in the Pro version. It's site backup and migration. As you know, backups are essential and every website needs good backups. And I think you'll be surprised to learn that what comes with ASE is not a minimum viable version, but is very full-featured. In this video, I'll do a walkthrough of the features and demo typical migration. Then we'll have some discussion and conclusions at the end. This is the ASE website, wpase.com. We go look at the new feature. Can handle large sites. You can back up everything or select what you want to back up. You can create backup rules and reuse them. You can do incremental backups, which is huge for saving storage space and speeding up backups. You can split backups into multiple chunks if you are on hosting that has a size limit. You can encrypt backups. You can store backups on remote cloud storage. You can automate backup policies, have email alerts on failure. You can have fast restore from anywhere, from your computer, a server, or connected cloud location. Point-in-time restores for your incremental backups. Emergency restore, there's an option to create an emergency restore for when the WordPress admin is unreachable. You can migrate, site-to-site transfer, import from an archive, does the automatic search and replace. You can sync sites over the wire, choose what is synced or sync everything. You have the options for pull or push, and you can sync at the component or post type level. This is going to be big. You can turn any WordPress website into a backup vault. You have a VPS with a lot of disk space. This might be an option you're interested in. You can restore or migrate then from your vault. There's a high compatibility mode. You can do one-click cleanup, and then there are logs. Okay, so very full feature, lots of features. Now I'm on InstaWP. See, this is the website here on InstaWP. And I've got a demo site with some test posts. This is the free Cadence theme, and then I've got a custom post type here created with ACF. Okay, if we go and look at the plugins, you see I have ASSE Pro installed and ACF installed. Okay, when you have ASE installed, it puts your menu item here under Enhancements. The backup options are here under Utilities. So I've turned that on. I clicked Enable High Compatibility Mode and save the changes. So then we get a backup and migration menu item. Here you can do a full backup, database, or files. You can create templates with different things that you want to include or exclude. You can set up your locations, and then you can have policies. So maybe you save things locally, but every so often you do one and you set up a remote location. Currently there's one policy only, which is local, because I haven't set up any remote storage. Okay, then here's the restore. You can upload a backup, or you can transfer a backup from a URL. And this is where you would generate that emergency restore script. Then here's the migration. You can send a site to another WordPress installation, or you can receive from another site. You can upload a backup, and you can transfer a backup archive from a URL. So this is what we'll be doing. This is kind of typically what I do when bring a site down from production, work on it on localhost. This is sync option, which is kind of cool. Okay, so you can pull from remote or push to remote, and then you set up a key for authorizing it. I'll show you some options of this in a few minutes. Then this is storage. You can set up this website to be a remote location for backing up other websites. So this is a cool feature that I haven't seen in other backup plugins. And then here's the cleanup, and here are logs. All right, so let's start and let's do a full backup. Okay, so now we're going to do our full backup. We can do an incremental from a baseline. We can split into large files. I'm not going to encrypt. Local storage, remote storage. Okay, here we go. Let's do backup. And it's going now. It tells us the elapsed time, so I'll pause the video and we'll see how long it takes when it completes. Okay, it completed. It took 1 minute and 56 seconds. And it says reload. Okay, so here is the full backup. And we can download it, we can copy the URL, or we can delete it. Okay, so I'm going to download it. Okay, so it downloaded. And now I have a site on localhost, ASE and I have installed the plugin, but that's it. So, we're just with the 2025 theme. We just have the Hello World post. So let's go to Enhancements, and let's turn this on, and go to Backup and Migration. And we're going to upload the file we just downloaded. And now I'm going to import the site. And it tells us the URL changes that are happening and the file path changes. So it's going to do in the search and replace. So I'll start the migration. And again, I'll pause the video and we'll see how long this takes. Okay, so that completed. It took 2 minutes and 59 seconds. It wants to reload. And so then we'll log in again. Now remember, we just had the default theme and only the Hello World. Let's see what we have now. Here's our cadence theme. We have our demo posts. Here's our custom post type created with ACF. It brought everything over. So the migration worked as expected. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you was, let's go look at this sync option. Here's the site we just brought down from InstaWP. Here's another local test site that doesn't have anything on it. I did install the plugin and turn on the backup and migrate. Let's go to sync here now, and so we can allow pull from this site, but this is a blank site, so you would want to push content to the blank site. Let's save this. Then we will copy the connection key. We'll go back to the source site. We'll paste in that connection key and it connects. Here are the options. You have the database, media library, themes, plugins, other files, and advanced options, compatibility mode, and delete orphaned files or files remaining on the destination that don't exist on the source. So you could have like a real synchronization. Okay, but one cool thing here is you can choose tables that you want to copy over and sync. So you could, in theory, then copy over the tables related to maybe WooCommerce or something, your orders, to sync those. So fine-grained syncing, I think, has a lot of potential. Another option here is the post types. So you can select a post type. Now, ASE has the ability to create custom post types and custom fields. Like say we wanted to bring over just the books records or the post records, right? You'd want the content records, but you'd also want the taxonomies and you want the media associated with those. Okay, so I think the developer has that working now for custom post types created with ASE for its own custom post types, and I believe he's going to work on bringing that to ACF and Metabox. So that's going to be a big deal. It's a black hole for WordPress, the ability to sync just a post type with all of its content. So I'm looking forward to that feature. All right, so this has been the walkthrough. I showed you the features of ASE site backup and migration. Now for a little discussion and some conclusions. The first thing that I hope comes to mind is that there are a number of advanced features. You have the ability to create backup policies and templates. Okay, so flexibility there that you can combine those and apply those for backup schedules and retention policies. You have the site-to-site ability to copy backups. You have the ability to use a WordPress site to store your backups. That's something I haven't seen before at all. You have incremental backups. And then you have the site-to-site sync options. Lots of advanced features. The developer is really going for a home run on this. Now, one bit of caution is that this is a new feature and backups are critical. So I know a lot of us own ASSE Pro already, and I'd like to encourage people to test this out and to give the developer information. You know, one of the challenges of creating a backup plugin is that there's so many different hosting configurations and so many different site configurations that it's really difficult for a developer on their own to cover all that. If you had any doubts, or maybe the feature set of admin and site enhancements hadn't pushed you over the edge before now, the backup and migration feature might be a deal clincher, because this is an essential process that every site needs. So I wanted to let you know about this new addition to the plugin. The developer is really talented. He's added in these advanced features. So this is one more big reason to take a look at ASSE Pro. So that's my look at the site backup and migration features. Hope you liked this video and found it interesting and useful. If you did, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.